I wouldn't wish this on anybody.
Tanisha Griffith was the youngest of 4 sisters.
Tanisha knows that we love her, and we're all about unity, and we'll keep her spirit alive.
She was funny, loving, a great sense of humor. She would come to my house every Sunday for dinner. She loved her family, and her family loved her.
27-year-old Tanisha Griffith was a mother and the youngest of 4 sisters. She came from a tight-knit family who describes her as fiercely loyal, charismatic, funny, and truly one of a kind. On March 19th, Tanisha headed home from her job at Amazon. She sent a text to her father, however, failed to contact her mother or daughter, who was staying with Tanisha's mother at the time. Another red flag came when her friends reported that she hadn't shown up to a social gathering that evening. Ultimately, she never showed up to work that Tuesday as scheduled, prompting deeper concern for her distraught family. Tanisha's daughter, her family, and friends continued to reach out to Tanisha in the days that followed, but all of their calls and texts went unanswered. Her 2008 white Nissan Altima was also nowhere to be found. After days of no contact, her family finally reported her missing to the Tampa Police Department. They also began putting up flyers around her South Tampa home in a desperate search for leads on her whereabouts.
Tampa police listed 27-year-old Tanisha Griffith as a missing person on March 23rd.
The police, along with her family, pleaded with the public to be on lookout for her vehicle. They knew that finding the car could lead to understanding why she vanished in the prior week. Police and her family would receive a break in the case on March 24th, just 5 days after she was reported missing, when her body was located in a rural area of Pasco County in the area of Clay Sink Road and State Road 575 in Lacoochee near the Withlacoochee State Forest, about 50 miles northeast of Tampa. Neither Tanisha's family or friends were prepared for what police would discover.
The search for a missing Tampa mother has ended sadly in tragedy. The Pasco County Sheriff's Office has identified a body found in the woods as Tanisha Griffith. Now an investigation into the rather strange circumstances surrounding her death are underway.
A missing woman found dead nearly 50 miles from home. And now Pasco detectives are working to find out what happened and how she ended up in a wooded area in Lacoochee.
It's definitely suspicious when someone goes missing in, I believe, South Tampa and then ends up in a rural part of our county.
Last week, Tanisha Griffith's family members reported her missing in Tampa. And fearing for her safety, they took to social media to spread the word and ask for help tracking down the 27-year-old mom. Tanisha was last spotted in Tampa the evening of March 19th. Less than a week later, her body was found near Clay Sink Road and State Road 575.
It's sadly not what we want the outcome of any missing persons case to be, and especially since we didn't have any indication that she should have been in that part of the area.
Stranger still, Tanisha's car is missing. It's a white 2008 Nissan Altima with a Florida tag QSB E04.
We're hoping once we locate the car, it will help us give us some clues as to what happened.
While the medical examiner's office works to determine how Tanisha died, the sheriff's office says it needs the public's help identifying where she was and who she may have been with between March 19th and the 24th.
Her family was devastated and couldn't understand how or why this would happen to their loved one. A GoFundMe, which has raised roughly $4,000, has been set up to support her daughter, as well as the efforts to find who is responsible for her death.
I wouldn't wish this on anybody.
Tanisha Griffith was the youngest of 4 sisters.
Tanisha knows that we love her, and we're all about unity, and we'll keep her spirit alive.
Tanisha's sisters tell 8 on Your Side they'll always remember her humor, intelligence, and loyalty.
Tanisha needs justice, and if you're loyal like Tanisha, say something.
After reporting Tanisha missing to Tampa police 8 days ago, the family was holding on to hope she'd be found safe. But the next day,
when the job said she didn't show up, she was responsible. That's not like her. And I knew something was off.
Pasco County deputies recovered Tanisha's body last Thursday in the Lacoochee area near the Hernando County line. Investigators are asking anyone who may have seen the 27-year-old mother between March 19th and 24th to come forward.
There's someone out there that knows something, no matter how minimal the information might be.
Deputies are still trying to find Tanisha's 2008 white Nissan Altima.
The missing muffler on the back, the marks on the back. Someone has seen that car. Please come forward if you see it.
The last time Maria Thomas Navarro says she saw her youngest daughter was before she left for a trip with her only granddaughter the weekend before the disappearance.
She's like, Mom, okay, COVID is done. Can I get a hug? And I actually hugged her and kissed her and said, I'll see you when I get back.
Tanisha's sisters say they now share the burden of raising their 11-year-old niece.
We love her. She's the only girl out of all the grandkids. So she's a little extra spoiled, but we'll make sure that we do her justice in helping my mom raise her. And Tanisha will look over her.
Police are urging anyone with information regarding her death to come forward.